Good morning, everyone. Welcome back for the second episode of the Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Hyra, here with my co-host,
Presley.
And today we have two very special guests that come from Student Council here at Memorial. If you could introduce yourselves.
I'm Sophie Scott, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Jake Pham, and I'm a junior.
First question, basic one.
All right, we're going to start off with question one. So we would love if you guys could tell us what Student Council is and how do you contribute to this school?
Okay, so Student Council, we organize a lot of events that we have at our school, and we organize a lot of assemblies, and we just try to get the student body involved and help everyone kind of find a place, kind of. And so I feel like the people in Student Council, like, our goal is to, like, reach out to other people and kind of just help people feel more connected and involved. And we obviously want everything that, like, the extra assemblies and things to run smoothly and people to just enjoy it and just stay engaged so people don't feel like on the outer rims of the school, I'd say.
I think from my perspective, we make school more fun with all the events. And I think our end goal, though, is Swine Week, basically.
Yeah,
Swine Week.
Definitely.
So what motivated you guys to want to join?
Okay, so my story is funny because actually I had no idea what student council was in middle school. I went to Oakdale, and I think the principal told me to run, and my video for running was like completely not what student council is. I was like, yeah, I'll make all the vending machines free, and lunch will be extended to an hour, and I was just like saying random stuff. But then, I mean, it got me on. But now that I'm on it, I think, and I know what it is, it's pretty awesome thing.
My older sister was in student council, so she's quite a bit older than me. She's 7 years older than me. So when I was like in elementary school, I'd come up and I would think, wow, this is so cool. I'm like in a high school, but I would see all the things and I would just see her having fun. And obviously, like when you you look at your older sister, like as she's cool anyway, but especially like when I saw all the other kids, and I always saw that when I was younger. And then when I got into high school, like I just saw how fun they all seem to have together and how they all seem to like create all these bonds with each other and with other people throughout the school and create these activities that everyone seemed to enjoy, and I really wanted to be a part of that. And yeah, just get to know more people.
So how has being in Stuco affected your life in and out of school?
In school, I feel like it made me a ton of connections with people that I wouldn't be, like seniors and even freshmen that I wouldn't interact with. And out of school, I mean, we don't really get much time out of school because of Stuco.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I've been able to become friends with like people not in my grade and get to know more people not in my grade.
Like, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, I would not know who he was. So
can you
that's been good.
Elaborate on like what do you mean you don't have much time outside of school?
So for Swine Week, when we set up, I don't know, this is more behind the scenes stuff that people don't really get to see. But starting in like November, we're up at the school it starts at like 3 hours a week.
Yeah.
Starting to do decorations. And we make those transparencies and we trace them, and then we paint them, and then we trace them again. And so that starts in like November, late November. Mm-hmm. And that goes all the way to Swine Week. And eventually we get up to like 10 hours a week.
Yeah, we got up to like 10 hours, like a couple weeks before Swine Week of decorating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we start at like 3 and then more every week, and everyone's required. And you have to like log in and log out. And yeah, so you have to get your hours, and it's a grade, like in the grade book. If you don't come, we're in the doghouse. Like there's a classroom in there, and we have a bunch of paint, a bunch of paper and scissors, and it's kind of a mess, but it's really fun.
And to add on, like, you also have events that you're in charge of. So I was in charge of the hog jog and swine stock, and those took a lot of planning and a lot of time out of my days. So like calling people, getting sponsors, and also you have to raise a certain amount of money if you're in Stuco.
How do you like go about getting sponsors?
I feel like, so what I do is I feel like we mainly call businesses, and also a lot of people have more like personal connections, like their parents might work with somebody or know somebody, and that's really nice because usually that's where a lot of our sponsors come from. But yeah, mainly email, calling, and then just getting money in general. For Swine Week, we like, I write a ton of just letters. Like I look at my like Christmas card list and I go through all those people and send letters just like asking for money. But yeah.
Are any of you in sports?
Yeah, I'm in track and cross country. So.
I'm not.
So how do you keep up with doing a sport and also being in Stuco if you're doing all this stuff out of school?
That's a great question. I feel like there's like school, Stuco, track for me, and then sleep. And so one of those each day has to be sacrificed. Usually, like, I don't
You
do
gotta
homework.
eat too.
And I have to eat. But I do, that's not that bad. I eat a lot of food. So I just have to sacrifice one of the things each day. And, like, social life. So
Yeah.
I don't,
Are you ever exhausted?
yes, way too much, actually. But now that Swine Week's over, it's kind of nice. I can focus on track and school. So
Maybe we should make this a tradition. What's your go-to, like, caffeinated drink?
So, yeah, I don't drink energy drinks, so I go coffee every time. And people don't like that, but
Are you a like hot coffee or an iced coffee kind of person?
50-50. It depends on the day.
Like
It
those
depends on the
Starbucks.
day. You're calling me a frappuccino?
No, you always had those Starbucks frappuccinos.
Oh, yeah, during that
Yeah.
weekend, I got Starbucks, like energy. They weren't energy drinks, but it was just coffee.
Yeah, like the pre-bought ones. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like iced tea. Like my friends always make fun of me because everyone
I
every
hate
time we
tea.
go to
I hate tea. I don't know how you like tea.
every time we go to Starbucks, everyone gets coffee, but I love tea. Like I love it. And then sometimes I'm like, I like just plain tea, like black tea, and sometimes I don't even put sweetener in it. I don't know, but it gives me energy, so I like it.
See, I'm a coffee girl too, and I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer iced, but there are some times when I go to Starbucks and get a latte, and it just really hits. I am definitely a coffee
I
girl.
can't afford Starbucks right now, so
Yeah.
We're
It's-
boycotting Starbucks anyway right now, right?
I mean, I don't know. But I kind of am an energy drink kind of person. I'm very into Red Bull right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing those TikToks with like the Red Bull and the creamer and stuff. Oh my god, that looks
Like-
so good.
Like the swig kind of thing or the Dutch Bros.
Like they'll go into like 7-Eleven. Maybe this is just
Oh.
my For You page.
I don't know.
But they'll go into like 7-Eleven and they'll get like coffee creamers and mix it with like Red Bull and soda, and it looks
How do you
really
guys
good.
feel about soda with creamer?
I don't go to Swigs. Is that a Swig thing?
I
Or
think
is
so. It's kind of a Utah thing, basically,
Yeah.
because they don't drink alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I haven't really had much. I usually just get like, I think it's called Riptide. It's basically like a cherry limeade, but swig version.
What's the shark one?
Is it
Like the one
shark?
with the gummy sharks.
Shark Attack? I don't know. Is that the one that Cheaty got?
Yeah, I just
The
steal
day
the-
that you were supposed to.
Yeah, I just steal the sharks off of
Mhm.
the
I
gummy
literally
sharks.
like just had an interview for Swig yesterday, so we're like gonna see if I get the job probably in this hour. So
wow.
we'll see.
Oh. Then you'll be like really know everything
Yeah.
about swig and all the drinks.
Okay. So, what's your favorite part of it? Assemblies, games, dances, events? Like, what's your most favorite thing about Stuco?
Or Spirit Week.
That's hard. I feel like it's probably like the seeing like the hard work kind of like pay off, like when we all the planning that happens behind the scenes, and sometimes it's stressful, but then actually seeing like it happen, like at assemblies. I really do. I really like assemblies. I love when the drum line comes out and everyone is walking in. I just get so excited. But I think it's probably assemblies or just watching everything like fall into place after you plan for like months before. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, like seeing other students' enjoyment of what we did is really nice. And I think Swine Week is the best part of everything because we get to see what all our hard work has gone into. And like, I don't know if you saw us, we were all crying when we saw the total.
Those pictures were emotional.
Yeah, they were really.
Yeah, because it's like we're all so happy, but also I guess a little bit of sleep deprivation.
A mix of both.
Yeah.
So, what has been your favorite memory you've made this year?
Ooh,
That's hard.
that's a really tough one.
I don't know. I feel like I've become really close. I've made a lot of new friends this year because I wasn't on Stuco last year. And so I just feel like everyone in student council we've, no matter what grade you're in and like no matter like what you do outside of school, we've all just kind of connected and like really like the upperclassmen have really just taken like us underclassmen in and just really like if we don't know how to do something because we haven't done it before, they're super kind and patient about it and just like really just are very inviting to us, which I think that might be my favorite part, just the bonds we create.
You said favorite memory for like the whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're a junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in Stuco? 3 years?
All 3 years, yeah.
Okay, so out of all 3 years, what's your favorite memory?
For Swine Week, I can pick out, because I can't really remember like all the stuff that I've done. But specifically for Swine Week, when they announced the total, one of the seniors, his Turner to Freeze, we heard 3, the first
Yeah,
3.
we just heard 3. We were like
300,000. That's what we heard. And me and Turner, before we even heard all the other numbers, we just turned around and hugged each other. And that was, I don't know, it's wholesome, but like it was such a good feeling. And I don't know, all that hard work. And I've known him for so long. He went to the same middle school as me. So, but it made me sad. So,
Yeah, that's awesome, though.
Yeah,
Those are great
happy.
memories you guys are making. So, kind of what you were just getting into, how has your bond with everyone else in Stuco grown over time?
I feel like since we're kind of almost like forced, we have to spend so much time together. Like they're like when we're, for example, like when we're decorating, we like decorate after school, like we were saying earlier, for like a certain amount of hours. Like those are some of the most like deepest talks you have because you're just sitting there painting for hours and hours, and you're just like, well, we might as well get to know each other. We're gonna be around each other, so
you learn
yeah,
interesting stuff about people in Stuco.
yeah. Sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't need to know that.
Sometimes we hang out with each other too much that it turns bad, but there's some emotions that fly.
Because
Sometimes.
I always think about like how you guys make friendships outside of that, but like you guys never have time outside of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and one thing I think is really funny is like, after Swine Week ended, like we have like decoration weekend before where we're up at the school like so much, and then we're obviously together like almost 24/7 during Swine Week, and then after the final assembly, like we all went to dinner together, and then after that, like they were like, okay, let's all hang out tonight again, even though I'm like, oh, like we actually like choose to hang out too. We're like, okay,
because like I prefer sleep.
yeah, it's like we almost have like withdrawal from each other after Swine Week because we're together for so long, and then it's spring break, and then we all kind of separate for a little bit and regroup.
Yeah, kind of what she said, pretty much. She put it really well. At the beginning of the year, I felt like half of our Stuco is new. So it was weird. There's a lot of new faces. I didn't even know.
Like freshmen or just
Sophomores
like in general?
mainly. There was a lot
There's a
of
lot of
new
us.
sophomores.
Okay.
So there's always 3 freshmen. So those 3 are always new. And then
I think there's like 9 sophomores because wasn't there a lot of seniors that
our
graduated?
graduating class of seniors was like 16 last year. So we have so many new members in Stuco. So I didn't even know her name probably till like the first day of school, even though we had
Yeah.
meetings together. And
Yeah.
then so it took a little bit to like learn stuff about people and kind of be friends with them. But even people like, I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Even people like I didn't even know who they were till Deck Weekend and Swine Week, but that got us to really
Really?
bond. Yeah, like I didn't know much about some people.
Yeah, like some people, like sometimes you get put on, or like if you have an event with somebody, like you're in charge of, like he said he was in charge of Hog Jog and Swine Sock. I didn't have any events since I was like a decoration chair, so in charge of like the decorations and planning all that. So I didn't have any, but if you're put on an event with somebody, you have to spend a lot of time with them, and then you get to know them even more, and which is like also if you're like during Deck Weekend, like he was saying, like you're put on a job with that person, and you kind of have to talk to each other, or else you're just like, what? But then yeah.
That kind of reminds me of your quince, because like we had been spending all that time together, and then like the last like 1 or 2 weeks we suddenly got close.
We had practice every week, and none of us talked with each other. But
Right.
then the day of the event, we all talked. And
Yeah.
Right.
Now we don't
like
talk
suddenly
anymore.
we all want to hang out.
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of just grew apart after that. But so you've been in Stuco for 3 years.
Mhm.
Do you have to rerun every year?
Yeah, every year after rerun.
How does that process work?
So part of it's school vote. And so first you run to get on Stuco, and I think we have like 32 members.
Yeah.
And there's always 3 freshmen, a set amount of 3 freshmen, and then a set amount of sophomores and juniors and seniors, and that will make up like 20 of the spots. And the other 12 spots can go to whoever. So it's just
Yeah.
like the best results will go into that. So that's why we have a ton of sophomores this year. I think we have more sophomores than juniors
Yeah, I
'Cause-
think there's like 9 sophomores and 7
because they
juniors.
had good recs and interviews. So there's teacher recommendations.
So how do
There's
you go like
interviews.
about that?
I don't
Like
prepare
just
for my interviews.
teacher recommendation, or they
Oh,
pull you out?
Yeah, so
You
the
have to
student
sign a
advisor, you get
form.
a form, and then you have to go, I think, to like 2 of your current teachers and 1 of your past teachers.
Yeah. Yeah, I 2 or 3, I don't yeah.
And then they like rate you.
Yeah, they
I
They,
haven't,
like,
I
rate you
haven't
out
had
of
a problem
5
with that
or
ever.
10.
So
yeah, and then they write a little letter.
mhm.
Yeah, and then you have to obviously fill out your own. There's like questions that you have to fill out yourself, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so after you make it onto Stuco, then you run for the officer positions like president, treasurer, vice president, Swine Week chairs. So
Mhm.
I actually ran for vice president last year, but I didn't get it. And then I think I'm gonna run for president, but we're not gonna.
So we've been talking about Swine Week. For the viewers who don't know, like, could you break down exactly what Swine Week is for those who don't know?
Where it all started, basically.
Okay, so I'll start from like the very beginning. So like in this is where it started. 1986, there was a student, and he had cancer, or
We're media trained for this.
he had cancer or something. I don't know what that is.
Oh, maybe not.
But one of his friends went up to the principal, and they were like, if we raise like $3,000 for his medical treatments, will you kiss a pig in front of the whole entire school? And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And so they raised more. They raised more than 3,000. And so then the principal kissed a pig in front of the whole school. And then like for years, like they would just choose a person to raise money for like every year. But now it became like we started raising like so much money that we started choosing like organization, like nonprofits. So every year we choose a different nonprofit, and we raise money for them. And we have, like we've said earlier, we're put on events. We have all these different events. Like we have a hog jog, and everything is like pig like related, like Swine Stock, which is kind of like a musical like talent show. Like there's a bunch of bands, like battle of bands, and so we have a bunch of different events that different people can come to. But yeah, and then it's like the actual week. So all these events are probably like within a 3-month
Yeah.
span. Yeah, and then we have the actual week is the week before spring break, and we have dress up days and like assemblies every day. And the teachers really don't give that much work because it's just, the point of Swine Week is, just to raise money and just create bonds. And yeah, and then we have the final assembly on that Friday, and they announce the total, and everyone cries.
Yeah, you did good on that. Our recipient, we go through an interviewing process, and our 3 Swine Week chairs, which are all seniors this year, they basically narrow down the list. So the recipient will apply, and then they'll narrow it down to a certain amount, and then they'll go visit that certain amount, and then they'll narrow it down again to 3, and the 3 will come to the school, and student council, they'll present in front of all of us.
The people that like we want to raise money
yeah.
for?
Yeah, and so we interview them basically.
We all sit around.
And like see who like deserves it the most?
Yeah, so there's a lot of factors for that.
That must be really hard.
Yeah,
to choose.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Because all of them are great, but you just have to choose the one that will.
Mm-hmm.
I look for the most impactful. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
And
that's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of times the organizations come back again and end up in the final process, and usually get chosen after a year or 2.
Could you say who was this year's?
It was Peaceful Family Oklahoma. And yeah, they are an organization, and they help kids whose parents or guardians struggle with like drug abuse disorder, and they've had out-of-school programs for these kids, and they've recently started going into schools, having in-school programs that are more like reachable for these kids, because a lot of kids can't do the after-school program.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So you guys talked about how this all started in November and how you're here for many hours of the day. But what is the biggest challenge of working during Swine Week, basically?
You don't get any sleep. So, like, especially for deck weekend, it started Friday before Swine Week, and we were out till you think midnight?
Yeah, it was like 1
1
or
a.m.
something. Not Friday, yeah.
And so then we went back up, got up there at 8
Yeah,
a.m.
8 a.m. Then
Stayed
Saturday
the whole
morning.
day. We weren't allowed to leave.
We're not. Yeah, parents bring us food. We have meal plans, and like the parents sign up to bring food for us, and we eat at the school. Yeah.
Yeah, so sleep and then balancing all the stuff throughout November to Swine Week with schoolwork, because I'm really behind on schoolwork right now.
Mm-hmm.
My teachers know that, so
Is there pressure? Do you guys ever feel pressure?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel pressure, 100%.
Mhm.
Especially so at the Hog Jog, we booked out Mitch Park, and apparently there was like a baseball tournament the exact same day, so they double booked us with a baseball tournament, and we used the whole parking lot to kind of like let cars in and then have food trucks, and the race goes kind of through the parking lot as well. So it was double booked and the parking lot was full, and I was under so much pressure. I was like running around
Yeah,
Mitch
you were
Park,
running around
like,
you were,
talking to
you were on your
people.
bike.
Yeah, I brought a bike, and I also had to like map out the course too, because I have to mark it because there's lots of turns and stuff. So I might have procrastinated some of this stuff, but I feel like
No, I think it
if we
turned
weren't,
out.
I had it planned out, and then we got double booked, so I had to sit in.
There's curveballs. I feel like there's definitely at least one curveball for each event. Like
Yeah.
for Daddy Daughter, we had so much food, but still we didn't have enough. We had like so many people show up, so we had some people run out and grab more pizzas in the middle of the dance. So yeah, there's always like little curveballs, which is kind of the hardest part, 'cause it's more like in the moment you're like, shoot, we need this or we need that.
So, how do I word this? So you just went over your biggest challenge. What was your biggest reward out of Stuco? The biggest reward.
Swine Week mainly. The biggest reward. Because you put all this hard work into it. How do you feel after that?
I feel like it's seeing the recipient, Peaceful Family Oklahoma's, all of their reactions, like all of them, the people who work there, they all came to the assembly, and I feel like they really tried to grow bonds with us. They came to 25K in a day, which is where we try to raise 25K in a day at the school, and they just have shown up to like most of our events and really try to talk to us and ask us questions, and seeing their reactions when we announced the total was really rewarding.
Yeah, seeing our product for all our hard work, and then also sharing it with our recipient.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I hugged Lisa
Yeah.
like right after the total. I don't know, I hugged a lot of people that day.
Yeah, we hugged a lot of people.
Lots of hugs are the reward, I guess.
What is one thing you'll always remember until you get older?
Honestly, like looking back at it now, I don't know how we dealt with time, and so like all the work that we did. So I feel like that will always, and there's lots of experiences. Like, I'm communicating with the city of Edmond for the Hog Jog, like, and then it's kind of the experiences that can help me when I'm older in actual jobs. I think that
I
helps.
feel like I've gotten a lot more comfortable just talking to adults, and it gets kind of tiring, obviously, asking for money, but I feel like not that I'm gonna have to ask for money when I'm older, but just like being able to talk to people you don't know and ask them uncomfortable questions, which I think will help me in the future. But yeah.
So after all this hard work, how much money did you guys raise this year's Swine Week?
It was
336, 336, and then
Yeah.
I don't know the rest. 841.
It was 332. Yeah, it was 332.
I could pull it up.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't know
make
the
fun.
last three numbers, but because once we all thought in our heads, for some reason, we thought we're only gonna raise in the twos. I don't know why we thought that, but I guess we just had lower expectations. I don't know why. I think it's just because we were stressed in the moment. But when they said like we raised in the 300,000, that's all we heard. We just heard 3, and we were like so excited.
There's no Wi-Fi, so maybe I won't pull it up. But yeah,
So around $332,000.
Yes,
That's
and-
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel when the final number was revealed?
I think I said it before, like the amount of joy that I had hearing the first 3, because what she said, we thought we weren't gonna raise over 300,000 because of some circumstances, but
Yeah.
hearing that number and like everyone went crazy. Even before we heard the rest, it could have been 3-9, 3-1. It didn't matter. Like, I don't know. It felt great, honestly, because it felt like we worked super hard this year because everything's different. We have a lot of new members, a new advisor, and there's a lot of learning to do, and it felt like we stepped up to the challenge.
Yeah. I just think we were all we felt like that weight lifted off, like all this months and months of, we call it Swine Week, but it's more like swine, like months.
Year.
Yeah, Swine Year. It's just, and I just think we were all just so relieved and happy to have raised that money for that organization that really needed it and knew that it would go to good, which was great.
That was our last question. So
Okay.
now it's time for our game.
Ooh.
Are you guys familiar with that game that's like they're a 10, but blah, blah, blah,
Uh-huh.
blah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, for anybody who's listening, we have the Google definition. So it says, one player begins by ranking an imaginary partner's attractiveness on a scale of 1 to 10 and ends with adding an oddly specific trait or behavior of that person. The idea is that the specific trait provided will impact the initial number. So now we'll have a bunch of questions that we'll ask you, and then we'll all play.
Okay.
So they're 10, but they don't clean their room.
What's clean? Because there's a different from like tidy and dirty.
No,
Yeah.
like there's bugs in there.
No.
Oh,
0. No way.
That's
But also they're a
bad.
10 though.
But, like, you don't have to, like, is it
Ugh.
just their room?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're a 10. Like, on
Yeah,
the
that's true. Like
physical
they're
scale.
like physical. They have to smell good. They have to be clean. In my mind, if they're a 10.
Yeah.
But it's just a room. So I feel like for me,
I feel like it's
It
a 6.
drops a
That
lot.
says a
6,
lot
yeah.
about your
Yeah,
personality.
6 one.
probably like a 4
If they're
or 5.
yeah, I
bugs
think I'm
in
going to go
your
with 4.
room?
Because
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4 because there's something not right in their brain if they think it's fine to have bugs in their room.
they're a 10, but they have millennial humor.
10.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, probably like 9 or something. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you want to be able to relate with some of the Gen Z humor as much, but still, I think I would just like make fun of them and laugh.
Plus, it's almost like satirical.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just like funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say an 8.
I don't. What's like millennial humor? Like, what's an
It's
example?
like I don't
Like
know.
our
Just
parents,
Think
or
of a Harry Potter fan
No.
trying to make a
Oh.
joke.
Yeah,
Like,
like
and then think of your parents trying to make jokes with you as well. Well,
mhm.
if they're millennials.
I think my parents are too old.
I
It's
think
like,
I think humor's. I think it's 6.
oh wow.
Yeah.
You really
Okay.
they got
Mhm.
it. They gotta be funny.
Yeah.
I laugh at everything, so I think they're gonna stay a 10.
They're a 10, but they wear tennis shoes without socks.
Ooh,
That means they have smelly feet.
that's a good 2 for me.
Yeah.
But what kind of tennis shoes?
Tennis shoes, yeah.
No, that's a 2.
Yeah. I would say like a.
Jake's a little quiet. Do you do
Do
that?
Right?
you
Is
not
that
wear
a-
socks,
No, I wear
Jake?
socks. No.
Are you
I'm
sure?
wearing you can see that.
I know.
I'm wearing socks. I wear socks with all my shoes because I run and.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be so
that'd be
bad.
disgusting.
You'd get blistered.
Mhm.
That'd be bad.
But I'm not a foot guy, so I don't really. I mean, if they does that mean they smell?
Probably.
Yeah, they definitely do because they
Yeah.
sweat. So,
And
mean-
like the sock isn't there to like
Yeah.
soak it
I
all
never
up.
really thought.
And they probably have like there's probably blisters. Like
Okay. 7.
Oh,
6.
I'm going to say
the humor got you more
5.
than that.
I said a 2.
I
A
said a
2.
5.
Yeah.
I'm a 5.
they're a 10, but they're always late to everything no matter what.
They're 10. I don't care. Like,
How
I'm late
late?
to a lot of stuff.
What if it's your wedding day and they're late?
I mean,
They're nervous.
They're still
But
there.
they're 10.
But I'd have to
Right.
say maybe a 7 because it's kind of untrustworthy now.
Yeah, I would feel like I feel like I'd be like their priorities. I'm not their priority.
But if they're late
That's
to
a
everything, that means they're predictable. So you can tell them to come earlier.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
that is true.
You can work
Smart.
around that.
I think they're
Mhm.
still a 10.
I'd say like an 8.
Sometimes I'm purposefully late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, they're a 10, but they still talk about their ex.
Ooh.
Constantly?
Like a lot?
Or what? Like,
I
is it
mean,
in every
I
conversation?
guess like they'll bring them up, like they'll try to bring 'em up somehow.
Oh, they'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
That's bad. That's like a 4, 3.
maybe lower.
That's
Maybe like a
that's
2.
probably a 2.
But honestly, like I don't care if they mention their like because
Well,
you
that-
wouldn't know
but
who they
we're
dated.
like talking about like
they
they
try
are
to bring 'em
looking
up.
for
Yeah,
a reason.
No, that's
That's like all they think about almost. Like,
right.
it's always on their mind.
but they're 10. So probably
That's
like
so
a 5.
bad. That's shallow.
No, well, not.
I feel like this one's kind of controversial, maybe. They're a 10, but all of their friends are the opposite gender.
I think
Um,
that's a 10 still.
Dudes.
Mm,
I think it's a 10 as long as, because I don't think I'd feel threatened.
if they were like in every other aspect, like loyal and like, then I'd be like, oh, they just don't see them as.
Yeah.
If there's
Right,
nothing
because they
there,
are a
yeah.
10, guys.
Yeah.
They are
exactly.
a 10 and they have a few guy friends. That's fine.
Okay, but
I mean, a girlfriend.
yeah, I'd say 8.
Yeah, probably an 8.
Yeah, probably 8.
They're a 10, but so for us girls, it'd be like they're shorter than us, and then for Jake, it'd be taller
They're taller
than you.
than me.
Yeah.
Shoot, they're 0.
Shorter?
They're 0.
Mm.
0?
I
Wow.
listen.
Wow.
But they're a 10 in every other way.
Listen.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, actually.
Well, okay. I'm just saying I wouldn't.
What if
date,
they're like a supermodel?
Does that
Think of
hurt
a
your
supermodel
ego?
Yeah.
that's like
I mean,
7
yeah,
foot tall.
I don't. There's nothing wrong with that hurting
No.
my ego. I'm short. Like I don't care. Like I'm 5'8". Some girls will be taller than me. So
Yeah, it's understandable though because I don't think I could go out with the shorter guy because I'm only 5'2".
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
mean he would have to be 5
Yeah,
or
I guess so.
lower.
No.
if she's like this same height, maybe like an inch taller, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Shorter? I
Maybe
guess
you
I
could
can't
wear,
say
like,
anything
tall
because I don't
sneakers.
think I would.
yeah.
Shorter, yeah, I
But
guess
I
I
don't
can't
wear
say
tall.
anything.
Tall. I wear like Birkenstocks. So
Yeah, you do. You
yeah.
don't.
So
I'm also 5'2", so someone shorter than me, I don't think so. So
Yeah.
probably a
Yeah,
7
I
or
don't
a
think-
6, maybe a 5.
okay, a 0 is an
But they're a
exaggeration.
10
Yeah.
though. But they're
Yeah.
a 10.
But in my
7.
mind, I
I'll
don't
go
know if they
6.
can be a 10 if they're that short.
Yeah.
I'll say 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 5.
They're a 10, but they use the little pouty emoji.
Oh,
The-
no.
One.
That's like,
Like
it's like the
one
big
with
eyes.
the tears, and they're
It's
like,
Like,
begging.
The eyes are like black
wait.
and
Let me-
Yeah, pull it up.
Hold on.
But like,
but it's so
How do
It's
I look
cringe.
This
It is
up?
I have to make sure I.
This one.
like I've seen somebody send that to somebody and we all were just like,
But are we talking about seriously?
yes.
Like they seriously send it?
Yes.
Not
They're
on
still a
text, Not
10.
on text. Yeah, they're a 10 probably. I don't really care.
Probably like a-
wow.
Because I'm thinking of a girl sending
Oh, true. Like if I guess it's a little different, but
that. Not
it's
like a dude sending that.
like it has to be like in the context of a dude. Yeah. I just
I think they're a 10. I'm fine.
well, you're a girl. I mean, you're
Yeah, I'm a
you're a
girl.
boy.
Good
Sorry.
friend.
so. What was the average? You said
Mm.
10,
Mhm.
I'd say like 6, 7.
I said 10.
6.
It's just a text message.
Yeah.
They're a 10, but they ask you to split the bill on the first date.
Oh, that's awful.
But like what kind of ask?
Okay, but this doesn't work for me. If she wants to split the bill with me, I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
is
yeah,
I'm like,
cute.
oh,
Right, but like
100%.
you're like
If I was in
asking.
your guys's,
No, if she asked you, and then she asked you to split the bill wherever she took you.
that's awesome. I would expect to
Nah.
pay. So,
That's true. You're
but if I was in your guys's,
That is like
yeah. Imagine being in my shoes and somebody's like, "Let's split the bill."
I think that is a turnoff because he asked okay, just situational. He asked me to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to go to dinner, and then he's gonna also ask me to split the bill when I would assume he would
Yeah.
pay for it,
100
right?
Yeah.
So
Especially
it's
if
kind of
he's
just like
asking you.
hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say an 8.
On the 1st date too.
Yeah,
You
that's
always pay
risky.
on the first date.
Right.
You always pay on the first date.
Seriously.
So
So 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, mine's like a
7.
mine's a 7. No, it's like a 6.5.
11.
11.
You'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
They're a 10, but they only communicate with you through Snapchat.
I think that's a little immature.
Communicate like
Like
over the phone.
Like even text and call and FaceTime.
everything.
Oh.
So yeah, only communicate with you
Like
through
we'll
Snapchat.
call too.
Mine's gonna be a 4 because I don't.
Yeah,
really
that's pretty
like-
bad.
I'd
I
say
don't
a
I don't use
5.
Snap a
Yeah.
lot.
It's almost like they don't want anybody seeing what they say to you.
Oh,
You know,
that's true.
because
Right, plus-
everything disappears. So it's
What
like,
if they have Snap Plus too? Like, no, that's
Yeah.
I don't
just
even know what
shady.
that
And
does.
it's
That's
like-
so shady.
that can become really toxic because then they're checking your location, your Snap
Mhm.
score,
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Shoot, I got Life 360 with my girlfriend. So
Oh. True.
I don't.
I guess that doesn't really matter.
I have a lot of people's
But
location.
all Snapchat, I don't
on
use
my
Snapchat
360.
a lot, so probably a,
Oh, I forgot to write.
yeah, a 5.
I
yeah.
say a 5.
5.
I said 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, they're 10, but they don't use deodorant.
Oh.
0.
Ew.
Are you kidding me? In
And this is-
2024, you're not wearing deodorant.
This is like out of cultural and religious
Yeah.
aspects.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Stinky.
What if they just don't smell? So they don't use deodorant.
Is that possible?
Like let's pretend that this person is like normal and sweats.
Like, I wear deodorant, but personally, I've been told that I don't smell. Like, I don't get
Okay.
body odor.
There's an
And
Asian.
I like run. It might be an Asian thing.
Yeah, there's an Asian gene that like there's this one gene in your body that like makes that odor smell from your
Mhm.
sweat,
Like the BO.
and a lot of Asian genes lack that gene.
Maybe that's what
So you
my kid-
probably lack
yeah,
that gene.
Probably.
Are you
Well-
like
I'm Vietnamese.
okay,
Yeah, so I'm half. I probably have it.
Yeah.
probably.
Because I've been to. I
It
still
runs
wear
in like
deodorant,
Korean genes.
What if you're like, guys,
Vietnamese.
I
But
don't wear
what if I
deodorant.
just smell a ton?
What if, Jake, we have something to tell you? I'm stinky.
I'd say you guys already did it, right? I'd say
Oh.
like
So like they don't wear deodorant, and so that means they smell.
Yeah.
Smell
throughout
smell
the
is
day.
big.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's not something that you can, you'd have to be far away.
Cause like you taste smell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So give me a
Ew.
2. Give me a 2 or a 3.
it's a 0 for
It's
me.
like a 3,
I
yeah.
can't. Y'all can't persuade me.
no,
Yeah.
probably a 0. Yeah. Because have you heard that saying that's like for example, a new car
Mm-hmm.
or like gasoline? It's like, oh, it
Mm-hmm.
kind of tastes how it
Yeah.
smells.
Like you can-
kind of tastes
Yeah.
like metal.
And then you also feel like they're kind of like dirty too if they
Yeah.
smell like. You just correlate all those things.
They're a 10, but they use baby talk.
Oh,
That's cringy.
still a 10 for me.
I feel like it depends like how often.
Yeah,
And
I'm
if they're
trying to
talking
picture
to,
how.
like, a dog. I don't know.
Well, to you,
Oh.
To you, yeah.
I would assume, yeah. Probably like I don't think that. Well, for me, it might be a little different, but
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not constant, then
Yeah. Maybe like a
I'll say an 8.
6, 5. I don't know. I don't like that very much.
a 6.
Maybe-
well, okay,
maybe
because
9.
then
It
yours is
doesn't
a
bother me
girl
that
too.
much.
I know,
Yeah.
but like
And then
it might
coming
get
from
annoying.
a guy, coming
Yeah.
from a guy, that's probably like a 5.
But if they're 10 though, I keep forgetting that.
Oh yeah.
Probably a
Right.
6.
Like, this is your dream man, and he wants to
My
use some
dream
baby
man?
talk with you.
This is your dream man, Jake.
Okay.
Come on.
Now you got me thinking.
Don't say Ryan Reynolds. I will come for you.
Probably Cheaty. Yeah.
Just there you go, Cheaty. You're Jake's
Keep it on the down
dream
low.
man. They're a 10, but they never want to try anything new or exciting.
0.
That's
so
boring.
annoying.
Especially like
Maybe 4.
I feel like it'd bother me if they're like food, like if they don't want to try food, like if my mom would make something and they won't try it.
Ooh,
Like,
and they
that
like
would be
arrogantly
disrespectful.
decline.
that's just
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Like that would be bad.
I feel
Like,
like,
I
there's a
don't
lot of
try new things.
circumstances that like it could be fine, but it could also be pretty bad.
Yeah, it could be like little things like that you wouldn't think would be so big, like not trying food, but like that's a big thing. Like I understand if you don't want to like jump out of an airplane.
And like, to what extent do they already do stuff? So like,
Yeah, if they're like really
Right.
boring.
Because also, like, I don't want to pressure anyone into doing anything they don't want to do. But if you're
Yeah.
never, like,
Stubborn
trying anything
almost.
I want to do,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's not, I don't like that.
yeah. I'll say,
Yeah.
A relationship is, like, not 50-50, but, like, you got to kind of,
yeah, I'll
Mhm.
say 6 or 5.
Yeah, I'd say like a 4.
I think a 5.
Yeah.
No, lower.
No.
Lower?
It really bothers
Mine's
me.
5.
Probably a 3.
Mm-hmm.
They're a 10, but they cannot commit to anything, whether it's plans or a relationship.
Ooh, that's
That's
a
really
deal
bad.
breaker.
That's a 1.
Yeah, 100%.
That's like a 2.
They're like,
one.
oh, we're together, but I might be talking to
Oh,
some
that's
other
like
people.
a 0. That's bad. That's really bad.
But they're also a 10. So like
Yeah,
1.
right.
A 1,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
1.
looks just give you 1 extra
Right.
point. They're a 10, but they don't know how to dance.
I don't know how to dance.
Oh,
Not saying
that's
I'm a 10,
embarrassing.
but
yeah, wow.
I don't know how to dance. I don't think it's a big
I
deal.
feel
I
like
think I do either.
I
feel
wouldn't
like
dance. I don't.
anybody can dance a little bit. Like I've seen
Wait.
you like kind of dance like during deck weekend when like the music's on.
Mhm.
Like I feel like I don't know.
But it's not like dancing.
Yeah, you're
like,
just kind of like
we're talking.
bopping.
Are we talking
head nod.
prom dancing or
Like with your partner.
yeah?
Oh,
I mean, I don't
Maybe-
like to do it.
Maybe we'll say that they have no rhythm.
no rhythm.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
That's okay.
I feel like I just like kind of
It's-
laugh and
yeah.
it'd become like more of
It's
like a
like-
fun thing you.
It's like fun to dance with people, but I don't think it would like turn me off if they couldn't, because it's not
Mm-mm.
like I can dance like super well.
They're
Yeah,
still-
it's
they're
not like
still
you can-
10. I can't dance.
I-
And I
yeah,
have no
probably like
rhythm,
a-
so.
9.5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're a 10, but they don't ever compliment you.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Probably like a 3 because I don't know, but I feel like
7.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I don't know. I feel like I would want to.
I got the boys for that.
Yeah, I feel like I'd want a little bit more like reassurance and like you'd want them to make you feel good.
Right. Because I'm pretty self confident, but it's also nice to just have someone compliment you
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
some of the time. So I'd say probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, maybe a 7. Because I wouldn't be like, oh, I probably wouldn't think about it that much.
Because I
Like,
also
Yeah,
don't want
true.
to
I
be
don't
like,
really think about how much people compliment me though.
right, and I also don't want you to like just shower me with
Yeah, where it doesn't
compliments.
feel
That would
real
get old
almost.
too,
Where you're just like
right.
you're just saying stuff at this point.
They're a 10, but they don't try in school.
That's
I feel like it depends, like, if they don't even care. Like, I understand, like, sometimes you just get so burnt out, but I feel like just put, like, I feel like I'd want them to put, like, effort towards something because, I don't know, just to show.
See, it's like situational for me because if they don't have a job and they don't do a sport, then yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
then they
that's
have to
that's
try.
very
Then they
true.
have to
Like,
be
they
good
don't
in
have
school.
anything else going on.
But if they have a job or an activity or a sport, I think that's admirable.
Mhm.
I still think they have to try in school a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, is it like they're not in any advanced classes or like, and they're not doing
No,
their
they just don't
homework?
try.
Like, they just don't.
They just
yeah,
don't do
they
their
just have
homework.
no
Like, I don't do my
motivation.
homework, but I do all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Mhm.
say 7. It doesn't bother me that badly.
Yeah.
I'd say like a 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
Yeah, probably like 5.
I have some bonus ones, like a
Alright.
few. This one's they're a 5, but so like
Oh.
think of someone that's kind of average.
Just average.
Mid.
Yeah, maybe
What
not
is it
mid,
again?
but they're a 5. But
Just like your
They're
average
a 5,
Joe.
but
Mhm.
oh, there's like a new section.
yeah, it's just a little bit
Okay.
of questions. So they're a 5, but they have really good music taste.
Oh, it's like the positive end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
6. That's not that big for me.
Yeah.
As long as they're not listening to like
6 or 7.
techno music.
7, yeah.
Techno.
I think 7.
They're just in the car.
Because you gotta think about like when you guys are in the car together,
Yeah.
and then they're on aux.
No, I like a lot of different songs though.
Yeah.
so-
They're a 5, but they remember all the little things about you.
That's like a 8 or
That's
7.
kind of the bare minimum, though.
I feel like that would make me feel worse.
They remember.
Because
What
I
do you
don't.
mean?
I don't remember. Like I can't remember specific stuff.
Oh, that make you feel worse about yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Like-
like
But
maybe she's like, oh, Jake likes this kind of chocolate, and then
Mhm.
she gets it for you.
that's awesome actually.
So
Yeah, like it's really good.
maybe
As
I think
long
that's an
as-
8.
An
I
8.
agree.
Yeah, I think it's
Mhm.
good.
As long as those
Because
expectations.
it is just so sweet, like
Mhm.
that they remembered that.
Still think it's a 6.
And like,
Sorry.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why?
I'm sorry. I don't think it's a big deal that they know every little thing about me.
Oh,
But if they
Okay.
do, I mean that's nice. But it's also.
but like think
kinda
about it.
weird.
Like for me, like you said, you can't remember. Like,
I can remember some stuff, but I forget a lot of stuff. So
yeah.
the small stuff.
they're a 5, but they're really good at cooking.
Mm,
6.
maybe like
8.
6 or 7.
I think an 8.
I'd give that.
But also, I can't cook, so maybe
I'd
that
give
would
that
be
a 9
helpful.
or
Yeah.
an 8 or
Yeah.
a 9.
I don't cook very
An
often.
8. I don't know. I
But-
eat a lot of food. So
I
That'd
feel
be
like that's
nice. If they
something
can
you
cook
hold close
well,
to your heart.
I
Food.
know. That's what running does to you. So
They're a 5, but they make effort every day to dress well.
Probably a 7.
I'd say a 7.
a 6.
But it also doesn't bother me that bad if they dress like lazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But it is a perk, so I'd say 7.
7. Yeah.
Because it shows that they care about themselves and
Mhm.
they, care about presenting themselves in a positive light.
Mm-hmm.
That was my last one. So if you guys have any,
What else?
The
Who
Stuco
else are you
podcast?
guys planning on interview? Because I would come back on.
you're in track, right?
I'm in track.
Let's go.
Should I get like
Let's
Sakari?
We're doing track, and then we're doing
We'll do track, and then we're doing theater.
we're doing
next.
palm, right?
Mhm.
We're doing
and-
palm, and then cheer.
Oh yeah.
Maybe football.
Yeah.
You'd kind of be like, how deep are these conversations?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Just tell me, and I'll get someone else to come on.
Anyway, so he's a 10, but what?
hold on. They're a 10, but they clap every time the plane lands.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
It's kind of
I
funny.
would be
I feel like they're
embarrassed a
still a
little bit.
10.
I like. Are they doing it like to be funny?
Yeah,
'Cause
I do it as a joke
Probably.
You,
sometimes.
you
So,
actually
I've done
do
it before, yeah. And people started clapping. I started clapping, and then I stopped, and then people started clapping.
Really?
Yeah, it was really
That's
funny.
funny.
My mom was mad at me.
Yeah, I feel like that's funny. I would be embarrassed at the moment, but looking back, I think it'd be funny. So maybe like I think that's fine.
I think
Yeah.
like a 9 or 8.
Yeah.
They're a 10, but they laugh at their own jokes that no one else finds funny.
It's awkward. That's really
5.
awkward.
That's
a
awkward.
5.
That kind of
bad.
also is like that shows more of their personality. That they're like, yeah, that's bad.
It's kind of cocky.
That made me feel bad.
You know, like
Yeah.
no one else laughed.
yeah,
know.
that's.
I like a 6.
It
7,
kind of makes me feel bad.
6.
Like no one else laughed.
Yeah.
But you
I
didn't
would
think it was
just
funny
laugh if
either.
But then it makes me feel bad because now the room is silent. Doesn't
just
that
feel
make
like-
you? Aren't you embarrassed that no one laughed at your joke? So wait, they're a 10. They're probably like an
I'd
8.
say a 5.
Oh, they're a 10, but they're always talking about themselves.
Ooh,
Like always, constantly.
But they're 10, so
but that would just show that they think they're a 10, and that would be like even worse. I guess.
I'd say
give me
a
like an 8.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a 6
like
or a
always
5.
on.
I'd say an 8. No, probably like a 7. They're a 10, but they're super clingy.
Probably 8, 7.
8 or 7, yeah.
They can't. If I don't have time for people that are
Yeah.
clingy.
I feel like girls that are clingy. I don't know. I'm just trying to
Say
think about it from your point of view.
A
It's
6.
probably like a little annoying.
Mm-hmm. It's
I
more-
just feel like I really need my own space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, and you'd want to be able to be like, say like you go to an event, you don't always have to be together. Like you
Mhm.
can show that you can
Yeah.
function without each other. Like
Right. Plus, it kind of shows me that, like, you don't have anything else going on. Like, what? You don't play a
Yeah.
sport, you don't have a job, you don't have an activity. Like, why are you around me all the time?
They're also like kind of relying on you constantly. So like if something were to
Imagine
happen,
every problem they
Yeah.
come to you for.
That would
Every
be-
problem.
Yeah, it's
this one's for the girls.
okay.
This one
I'm
we
ready.
kind of did this already, but this one's more specific. He's a 10, but he's a 4'8".
You like me for
4'8".
you're 5'8".
yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to think about that in perspective.
I just-
4'8's short. Like I had a friend
That's-
that's 4'8", so that's really short.
Do you want me to stand up for
Yes.
scale? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's
pretty bad.
children height.
They're a 10, but they pick their nose in public.
Okay, that's
That's
gross.
crazy. Like, that's actually foul.
That shows that
I
like
think. You don't even have respect for anyone around you if you are picking your nose in public. Like, straight
That's
up.
pretty bad.
that's
That's real bad. Especially for you, like a girl
Yeah.
picking their nose. That's real bad. I'd
Yeah,
say
they're
a
probably
5.
4.
Yeah, I'd say a 5.
Also in front of me.
Like, and it's a problem. Yeah.
constantly.
Problem. You're
And
like,
it's like a problem.
you're like,
That's
put
a
it
problem.
down.
Yeah, you're like, stop that. We talked about this. Slap their hand.
Stop digging for gold.
Stop.
Not again.
Not again.
You're doing it again. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's funny.
I had one and I lost it.
They're a 10, but they're in student council.
Oh, that's a 1.
That's
They're-
a 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad.
No, I probably wouldn't date someone else in student council.
No, I don't know how some
Realistically.
people do it. So
We
much.
have some stucco couples.
Yeah.
Would that be? Oh,
Did that get
Never
messy at any
No,
time?
not at all this year.
No.
right?
Really?
No, nothing has.
I don't think
I
so.
wouldn't see how
There
that would
might
get
have been
messy.
stuff,
knock
but
on wood.
Especially like spending
I
that
don't
much time together.
A lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially like what you say, like we have to like be like, okay, like we're all so tired during Swine Week. So like if I'm rude, like I'm sorry. Like it's not like personal, I promise. It's
Yeah.
just me. It's like I'm tired. So I don't know.
I don't know about you. I felt great during deck weekend. I don't know what it was. I wasn't mad at anyone.
No, yeah, I wasn't mad. Well, except I was sad. Yeah, there's always some
There's
drama
beef.
that happens. But it always gets resolved because everyone's just tired.
Yeah. If you're dating before you get into student council, then it's not as weird, I feel like. But I don't know. We have stucco couples, and they're good stucco couples. I think they fit well together.
Yeah, they do.
they're a 10, but they always forget your birthday every year.
Dang, like you really couldn't
So you
like
don't
That's
put
get
it on
bad.
your phone calendar?
Yeah, because there's so many, and there's like also there's like Instagram posts and
Yeah.
snaps and,
So I guess,
and
like,
everything.
Hold
So-
on, before that. Like before
Okay,
your
before
birthday,
that.
they don't remember.
But then they realize on your birthday because of all the stuff.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I
it's
feel like
pretty-
it's.
That's like
I feel like it's like
it depends.
if they have one day to remember, like if they need
What if they're just so busy with Suko and they're sleep deprived?
Yeah.
my birthday's.
I don't
feel
know.
like
I
my birthday's
guess
pretty easy to remember. So
yeah.
maybe
When is your
that's-
birthday? When's everyone's birthday?
Mine's November 28th.
Mine's November 25th.
Oh, ours is close.
I forgot about
that.
it, yeah.
Ours is close.
Yeah.
Kind of.
May 23rd.
Mhm.
Mine's May 14th.
Soon, ish, I guess. So are y'all 15?
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for your license?
Yes.
That's sad.
Plus,
That's
I
really
like
sad.
procrastinated getting my permit, so I have to wait till
Oh,
August.
No.
I
Aw.
know it sucks.
I've had mine for like over a year, so
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay,
Just saying.
Mr.
I'm
Junior.
just throwing it out there.
Right.
They're a 10, but they only text you after 10 p.m.
I'm asleep.
Man.
I'm almost asleep by then.
Right.
Especially now that I don't have stucco.
We'd never
Yeah,
talk.
that's true.
Like during decorating, I feel like it'd be fine because
Yeah.
sometimes I wouldn't get home till 10.
Yeah.
But then now,
Have you guys heard about like the people in theater who during the week of the musical they have to
Mhm.
stay there till like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Every day.
Mhm.
Every day of the
yeah,
And we have like 3 people.
we
in-
have 3 people.
and
theater.
it was hard for them to get their
Yeah, I felt
decoration,
really bad. They
their
had
decoration hours and do that. They couldn't really because they're just.
Lily told me, like, her mom, you know, because some of the theater kids, like, parents or sisters or whatever will come, like, help them and stuff. And they might stay there till, like, 11, 12, 1 in the morning.
Jeez,
Yeah.
It's
that's wild.
crazy.
It's borderline stucco. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
We stay up. We don't really.
It's
stay up
it's
that
all
late.
different.
Yeah.
now. Like they're.
We get to choose when we go. So
They're a 10, but they listen to those like alpha male podcasts.
Oh.
Jake, do you?
no,
Okay,
I actually don't.
Good.
But
You paused. And I was
2.
about to be like.
Do you listen to those
don't know.
motivational quotes?
me? No. Well, it depends. I
Do you
don't
take
What
them
do
to
you-
heart, though?
I don't take them to heart. Like, let's look.
Oh, you
I
have
don't
them
know.
saved.
Well, no, I'm looking through.
Do people send stuff to you?
Yeah, as a joke. We
As a
we,
joke.
we jokingly do the whatever the alpha males like the wolf stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
That
that's
was my
different.
first
Yeah.
thought.
No, I'm talking about like
The like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like the men who think they're superior.
Like, think
to
like Andrew
everyone.
Tate.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's weird. But there's some good motivational quotes out there. I'm just gonna
No,
say
yeah, motivational quotes in general for anybody are normal, but like,
the running quotes. I don't like because I'm
Yeah.
a runner. So
you're like, man, I feel like I
some
can
of
go
them
run
might
a
be
marathon.
cringy. But
Fine.
can we beatbox in these mics?
Sure.
I
Go
can't.
for it.
I don't know how to beatbox. Though.
Beats. Wait, what do you say? You're supposed to say like boots and cats and
Yeah,
boots
boots
and
and-
cats and boots and cats.
Should we do like a little ASMR? Yeah.
During lunch dares this year, I was also in charge of lunch dares. Just did ASMR for like half of lunch dares.
Really?
Because no one was donating money, so I was just sitting there like, welcome to Stuco.
Ooh,
Jake.
And then I'd be like chewing on stuff. And I was like, if you guys want to see lunch dares, you guys have to donate money. Yeah. Oh, like the.
Oh, you're good at that. What? I just ripped off all my nails.
Pass that off.
Oh, that's great.
Pass that.
No, I meant.
Wait, can you hear it?
Ew. You're bad at ASMR.
Like,
Okay, wait. Watch me cook. Wait. Hold up. I have an idea.
that's good. I'm fine with that.
It sounds like
Maybe,
snow. It sounds like maybe
Yeah.
it's crunching.
No, that one's not good.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else?
I have my backpack.
I think that. Wow, that's good.
Let me look through my bag.
I'm actually an expert. I actually do this as a side hobby.
I need my lip gloss.
Wow. So we're going full ASMR.
Yeah.
I have my lip gloss. Wait.
Okay, wait.
I was trying to
I
be like-
have a stopper on mine, so it might.
No, I don't like that. That's weird. I don't like that.
Mine's dented.
I have a wrapper. Not to be gross, but
Do I
Ooh,
like
that one's good.
Yeah, that one's good.
So this is an ASMR podcast now.
Yes.
We're not interviewing. You just.
Ooh, I can like move from side to side. Like,
guys, we have 2 new hosts.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to ASMR.
Yeah, welcome to ASMR.
And
That's
we'll
that's
just
what our
invite-
podcast
We'll
will
invite
be.
different people from the school.
what?
on
What's
just
the
to do
name gonna
ASMR.
be?
ASMR with Stuco.
Yeah.
That's simple.
It's just you guys can have us on once a month, and we can just do 5-minute ASMR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm cool.
Or
with
like
that.
every
We're making
episode,
new
just at the
traditions
end.
every
It can
time.
Oh
just
yeah,
be
at
like,
the end we can be like.
at every episode at the end, like
We can
time
just
for,
record a
time
lot
for
right
ASMR.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
When
then I
you-
can just pop them out left and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Brain slime. Like,
At the very end, we should do like have a bunch of people, and then everyone just switches out. It's like you get 5 minutes.
What could you even do for 5 whole minutes? I don't get how they do it for like hours on end. That's wild to me. Like just doing this.
I know.
For 3
I don't know how
hours.
you watch that or listen to it.
for that
Have you
one.
seen like food ASMR,
Mhm.
like eating fast
I can't.
food?
I can't
Oh.
with that.
Yeah.
It
I
makes me
can't watch
hungry.
people eat.
I'm really hungry right now.
Like even when my friends, like when my mom and my friends, like they gulp, like they drink water. Like I know everyone does that, and I know I do it, but I just can't. Like the sound of it, like you're drinking.
I kind of like it.
What?
I'll see those like I'll
That's
see those
crazy.
cane mukbangs.
With like
and
the
they'll
big
have the
cup.
big sauce, and it makes me so
Really?
hungry.
But what do they do with the sauce after that? Like it has
Save
all
it and eat it with like every meal. It's so good.
it has like the little chicken crumbs in there. Like that's kind of gross.
I like how we went from talking about Stuco for like 30 minutes to 30
Yeah.
minutes of ASMR.
We've been filming for an hour.
Really?
We
Really?
have, yeah.
I love the lighting in here.
I guess.
So thank you guys again for coming on,
Yep.
Yeah, it was great.
Jake and Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have a social media account for anybody who's
Really?
listening. If you want to shout us out, Presley.
Nonsense with JC on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Hosted and co-hosted by Hyra and Presley. So thank you so much to everybody who's listening. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
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 Okay, wait.